Okay, so this is post commentary of me playing Onēchanbara Bikini Zombie Slayers for the Wii.
I'm sorry, what did you just say? You didn't tell me all of that!
This is one of the only... There's very few rated M Wii games.
Oh, wow.
So you can't do a proper new game. It's always New Game Plus, so I always have to go to the beginning. So, I picked the secondary character because she's more fun. And, and your favorite form of storytelling. Scrolling text.
Oh yes, I love Star Wars.
So we're playing as Aya's sister, Saki. She's not wearing a bikini, so she is not a bikini zombie slayer. But she
My
is
name
more
is
fun.
Sucky. Baneful blood. Oh yeah.
So this is the 8th game in like a 13-game series.
Jesus.
There's a lot of lazy sequels and upgraded versions, so maybe you could consider like the 3rd game or something.
Oh no, my cat has woken.
I just skipped when all the text was shown.
Yeah.
So I think this character is inspired by Blood the Last Vampire. Schoolgirl with black hair with a katana fighting zombies with a katana, and it starts in a subway station.
Yeah, I can see it.
Also, I mean, she's not a vampire, but it's similar. I like thinking she looks at the no smoking sign.
Look at the no smoking sign. I wonder if my sister's okay.
Yeah, because she looks right at it. I will say this game visually is actually decent for the Wii.
Yeah, for the Wii. Does she have spikes on the backs of her hands?
No,
That
actually.
was...
So this blood effect, weirdly good.
Oh.
Look, the blood like strings out.
I stopped like paying attention to everything in general. My brain just turned off for like the first couple seconds, and then I came back to life in the middle of all this. And I'm
Look
just
at the
like,
blood. It's like
it's
like ropes that.
That's weird. Oh.
It's actually good.
It's really weird to look at though.
So there's a running grab move, which I use to move faster.
Oh, look at her go!
So there's something called a cool combination, which is when you time a combo really well. You do the attack animation 25% faster.
Yeah, I played DMC.
So, but the animation comes out like 25% faster. So I'm doing the run animation faster because I comboed into it with the right timing. So
some good tech.
So that palm thrust is weird. So I'm doing weird motion controls. This swing down on the Wii remote is the general slash. There I flung blood off the sword. So on the left, you have the sword gore gauge, which is it's just suplexing zombies now. Your weapon is weaker the more that meter is filled because it has too much blood on it. Also, here I'm swinging the remote left and right. But you can only do the swing left and right if you cancel into from your 3rd, 6th, or 9th attack in a combo. Over there, you save your game, but then it respawns all the enemies in this room. Which is really stupid. It's just not fun.
Hollow Knight stole this mechanic.
That's so weird to say.
It's true. You sit down and bench to save, and every time you do it, it respawns everything that you kill.
Yeah. So the controls are actually the camera wigged out there. The controls are actually kind of like Devil May Cry, because you do have lock on. If you hold down, you do the uppercut. Like you hold away.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting big vibes from it.
So yeah, that's clean the blood off. If you combo into the... It's called reloading. I'm just kicking this poor being.
Poor beasted. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, it's called reloading when you clean the blood off. There's quick reloading, which you cancel into reload, and you do the animation way faster, but it only cleans a bit. You can't jump up this.
That's...
I just had to make that clear, because that bothers me.
It bothers me. That's really dumb.
I canceled the end of the running animation because it slows down a lot into a roll. You'll see the motion blur whenever I do the cool combination, the thing where the animation's faster, for good timing.
I really don't like the string blood effect. Not that it's... I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying it makes me personally feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's... Oh yeah, this game has like 5 or 6 blood color options. Purple looks... I like purple. White is the worst thing I've ever seen. Oh,
I'm sure.
Because... for obvious reasons, but I didn't think it was going to be bad because I have one of the PS3 sequels. And the white blood's like opaque, so it's like okay, but in this it's not, and it looks really gross. So I show the reload versus the quick reload, how it's like way faster, but it only cleans like a third. That thing where it was shooting a bunch of projectiles really fast, that's from spending the ecstasy gauge, which is the yellow meter underneath her face icon. It's kind of like style in Devil May Cry, where you have see it's going up a little, the yellow it's in the bottom left. So if you're not doing something, it goes down so fast. And if you get hit, it's like a lot of it goes away.
Oh, I see. Just like real ecstasy.
Yes.
Oh, and when she's rolling now.
When it's full, you can then do the projectile thing. You have also.
Does he have a fucking chainsaw?
Yeah, that zombie had a chainsaw. I don't think I've ever been hit by them. I've beaten this game like 4 times. I've never gotten hit by that. So I have one on the ecstasy gauge, so I could do that now. It's overkill on these guys.
It's fun though.
So the first time I played through this game, I beat it in less than 3 hours, and I wasn't skipping anything, and I was getting stuck a little bit. So I have no upgrades. Except all in skill, which just kind of allows you to do more moves.
My god, she was dripping.
Yes.
I regretted saying that after I said it. I didn't even mean it that way.
So...
I've killed. I wish the sentence just ended after that.
This story is a little weird to follow. I think I pressed the A button a few times to speed up the text scroll, because I think I was reading it when I was playing. To be like, yeah, it's good enough.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I read a little bit of it. I'm done reading now.
You might as well read some of it, because I let the viewer be able to
I've read and I've seen enough. I'm good.
There are parts where the text, her voice acting, she's saying like a sentence that's not even on the screen yet. Like that happens a bunch.
Yes, I could tell that right there she was at the no, I mustn't think negative thoughts.
Yeah, which was a while ago. Oh wait, no, it was up there. Never mind. Yeah, but there's some. It's like that probably wouldn't even be on the screen.
Yeah, if you hadn't skipped, it wouldn't be anywhere near it.
Yeah.
I really don't like when games do that. When they have like the voice lines, but the voice crawl is they're so out of sync.
I like the zombies when you kill them with a punch to the gut. I like that they just hold their gut and keel over. Something about that's really weird. I don't know why. Oh, about her throws. The suplex is when you press down on the control stick, and then spinning them is holding right. But it doesn't matter which way she's facing. So there's specific, on the harder difficulties, where the game's actually hard, and not a joke, there's an enemy coming up that you want to do the left throw, but if you're running at them from the right, it's like, it's so annoying. Because if you press it too early, you run to the left instead of doing the left throw, which is really bad. It's those cop zombies are the ones you want to do the left throw, because you twist their arm off, and they're actually really annoying on the higher difficulties, because they have guns.
Who's this bitch? Look at this Bayonetta looking.
The letterboxing looks like it wasn't supposed to be here sometimes, because at the beginning of the shot, her eyes were like barely in view.
Yeah.
So she is playable when you beat the game. All the bosses are playable characters, which is kind of... There's only 4, so it's like all characters' story modes, they fight the 3 others. So you can only throw her from the behind. And once I learned that, I was like, well, I gotta try and abuse it. Because the bosses are really not fun. So that move I did, that's called special attack. That's hold 1 on the Wii remote. And look, it just killed all of, like, almost more than half her health in like 2 seconds.
Wait, what happened to her?
Yes. So she's in Rampage Mode, which is a gameplay
She went
mechanic.
Super Saiyan, but it didn't help.
When you sheath the sword, it goes through the sheath, and she slides backwards. I just keep skipping upgrades.
You just styled all over her.
So that move that just annihilated her in like 2 hits, that took off more than half her health, that's called special attack. I know, very creative name. That's hold 1 on the Wii remote and swing it downwards, and it costs life, but it does too much damage. So it wasn't like the Reiko that I've encountered before.
Who the hell's Reiko?
The boss we fought.
Who the hell are you? Who the hell's Aya? Who is anybody?
Okay, Aya is her older sister that's wearing the bikini, stuff that we won't see for a while in her story. Aya's like the main character, but Saki is way more fun because she has suplexes and grab moves. And I think it's more funny to be punching zombies in the gut. Because Aya just has swords, which are kind of fun. And then she has 1 sword or 2 swords. And it's not as fun as sword or punch the hell out of everyone and throw them.
She looks like she's a boxer with the stance that she has.
Yeah, I like the unarmed. And I like the throws. And Aya, the main character, just doesn't have any throws. So it's like, Saki's more fun. See?
Yeah.
those cop zombies,
yeah, I see him.
they say that happens. That they shoot you from off screen. And on the harder difficulties, they're way more aggressive. These bird zombies, I know they're crows, the game calls them bird zombies. They can get stuck on the geometry. See, I wasn't doing anything over there and it was stuck.
Wow. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling shock and terror.
Yeah. It's just as scary. Did I jump kick them? There's like a jump kick move that is like one of the most useless moves in the game. Like there's no... So you have to kick to break guards. And I actually really like the guard break effect. It looks like a blue magic wall exploded when you break their guard. It's actually pretty cool.
Decapitation.
I like the music of woot woot woot. That's good. So I think the left and right thing is called Chaotic Luster Maelstrom. Just so you know.
You what?
What part of Chaotic Luster Maelstrom do you not understand?
I understand all of those words individually.
So that's the left throw where you pull their arms off. On the harder difficulties,
pull off those
you
guns.
basically just run around and disarm all the cop zombies, because sometimes there's like 8 of them, and you just run around and do that to all of them. Which the enemies have way more health, and they do like, well, on violent difficulty, they do like triple damage. They take like maybe like 3 times hit. That jump attack is horrible. There's no reason to use it. There's no enemies that you like want to like hit into the air and do like an air combo. You know, there's no reason. There's not really any. Also, this guy's stuck. It has now something weird. Taunting doesn't affect enemies unless they have line of sight. Like you could. There's nothing in between them. Even that small pole made the taunts not work against them. Which, when they get taunted, you get more points for beating them, and their AI changes. Which, God Hand did that before, and Bayonetta did that after. So I think it's interesting. So I'm going to show on these statue areas. So you lose your splatter gauge, which is... So for some reason you can run around this place, but there's weird invisible walls, like you can't go like on those parts. But there's just a statue to save, and then that little circle, but why can you walk past the circle if you can't go out the door? It's just weird.
I love invisible walls. I love being limited.
Oh, so you can't jump over that. Just wanted to show that.
Invisible walls.
But anyway, the splatter gauge, which is the face icon, it fills up with red. When you go to the statues, it gets rid of all of it. If it fills, you go into Rampage Mode. Which I think I only do once. Oh, something to point out, in Aya's thing, you do... all the other characters go through the same levels, just different enemy spawns. That zombie's running in place. Saki, for some reason, goes just this elevator section in reverse. But why? First of all, in Aya's, you're like, why is she on like the 2nd or 3rd floor of a hospital? Why did she start a level there? And then Saki's is, why did she go to a higher floor in a hospital? There's no plot reason. It's just nonsense.
I don't know about you, but I'm not playing this game for the plot.
Well, it's not that good for the gameplay either.
Yeah. I know.
It's a little
That's
fun.
also not why I'm playing it.
I think the mechanics play alright, even with the motion controls. Oh, there's an example of the lock-on where I just, like, slash right next to them. It's like, come on, lock-on. I actually got hit by an enemy there. See, it's like there I wanted to do the reload where you get rid of all the, whatever, sword gore. But I did the quick one by accident, so I just had to reload again.
Yeah.
They're just kind of dumb. There's the spend your life special attack. It's overpowered. It's.
I was really hoping when that happened that, like, when she was standing there in the middle of all the zombies, that there would be elevator music, like the actual soundtrack would cut out, and just
That'd be
elevator
good.
music. Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, because that's something this series, it doesn't make use of humor much. Like, it barely does. The PS3 sequel game does, though. Because you have one character, they have the main character saying one-liners, half of them being in English. Which
this seems like the prime kind of game to use humor like that with.
Yeah.
Because so far it seems like they've been playing this pretty straight.
Mm-hmm. And it's also something where they don't like make it super sexualized, and they don't make it funny, and they could also make it more violent. It's like get more extreme in one of those ways.
What even is the point? You're not sexualizing it. You're not going over the top with the violence. You're not making funnies.
Do one
Why
of those.
are you
Do
here?
one or two of those, or all three.
Do something with your life.
So she's questioning the zombies and stuff, and you're like, so they're something similar to the zombies?
Yeah, I'm not really following at all. Her little monologues that she's having to herself is just...
Something that's dumb also is when why do you have to fight the zombies? They're so easy to run by. It's like some of the easiest enemies to run by I've ever seen. Like,
well, I mean, why would you need to shoot any of the zombies in Resident Evil? You don't really.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Except for, like, maybe Crimson Heads and, like, the big boys that are like, no, you want to get rid of them.
I have to point out the Mudman. That weirdo.
I was about to mention him because
he's interesting.
I saw him kind of sliding by there. Ugh.
I think he's in all the games.
I can't get a good look at him, but
he's creepy.
Yeah, he looks kind of gross. So,
Aya can only kill them in Rampage mode or by doing a palm thrust. Because the palm thrust rips out their heart. Only on that enemy, though. But Saki could just throw them. Which just, like, completely... I feel like that just... Like... what's the word? It just, like, makes the palm thrust kind of useless. Because the palm thrust is here I forget how to do the palm thrust. Because you have... I was like, oh, you do it with your bare hand. And I was like, oh, wait, no. She uses her hand, but you have to have the sword out. And I was like, oh, yeah, you have to do 3 swings, wait, and then thrust the Wii remote forward.
That seems really dumb.
Yeah. So that's... You collect their heart, which this game has an inventory system. But it's like Devil May Cry, where you feel like a loser for using the items. Where the game... Well, Devil May Cry also deducts points. Okay, so there's a beast zombie, which are those jumping guys. They're not in the sequel games. Even though I think they're kind of funny. Just these little jumping guys. There's nothing like that in the later games.
I didn't catch a glimpse of him before.
Dude, look at this little jumpy guy. Why isn't he in the later games?
Look at that funky little guy. Look at him go. Oh, that just makes me feel bad.
I
Poor
I
thing.
like that there is a unique move you can do, but not the main character, only her. The two other like bad guy characters can't do that either. They don't have throws. Only she has throws, and she has like, I think she has like 5 throws.
Those mud boys, they remind me of something. They've got this face on them. It looks like some sort of thing from like an 80s horror movie.
Yeah.
Like I can see the like puppeteering of
You can see the
creature.
practical effects it's
Yeah.
using.
yeah.
It's like, yeah. Oh, that... Now I want to see that. But there's totally something that's already kind of like that.
Yeah, like I've seen it before. I know I have. It's making me think of it, but it's killing me that I can't remember what the hell it even was. Now, when I first caught a glimpse of Mudboy in like the corner of the screen, for a split second, I was like, "Is that a fucking alien from Alien?"
Yeah, because that's the long
Because he had
head.
the head. Yeah.
Yeah. These bird zombies, I feel like I've only got hit by them like one time ever.
Yeah.
Even on the harder difficulties where everything's way more aggressive. The bee zombies have 3 colors for this area. They're greenish.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of palette swaps or like retextures or whatever.
Yeah.
But some of them are really hard to know that they were different. That bee zombie's pretty obvious because it's green. But I think there's like 2 or 3 colors for the mudmen, and I didn't know. I thought there was just one until I saw it in the model viewer.
Huh. I find it weird to see the police zombies out here.
Yeah, I know. The enemy placement doesn't make a lot of sense. Also, the blood didn't go on the floor there. I think the blood only goes on the floor if it's level. Maybe? Also, you have to get used to when you run, it's just heavy breathing all the time. Not sure how much you've noticed, but that's like the sound
bit,
of this
yeah.
game. But yeah, something to point out is this series is pretty lazy. Because they like re-releasing the same stuff, and then the sequel games... Well, like, they just have like upgraded version. The sequel stuff then reuses like almost every enemy, or like, the main characters they add, like, they have new main... Oh, that thing is called an exorcist, that crawling thing. That's actually gross, and the sequel games don't have it. It's just gone from the series. Even though it's like... The sequels have so many, like, humanoids. And this one has birds, it has those weird jumpy beast zombies, and it has the exorcists. I like
weird.
them. They got rid of them.
That's really weird, especially if the later ones do try to go for the humor angle. Why would you get... There's prime material you can work with right there.
I will say the PS3 one, which, if... I don't know, sometime I want to do a video on it. But...
Yeah.
There's a lot of boss fights. Also, here's some weird collision.
Oh.
Also, something I want to show here is her feet are just going through the floor.
Game design.
It's just the collision of this area.
Quality.
Is like that. And also, if you look at the map, it shows where the invisible walls are, and sometimes you can see that the collision's really weird. Like, there's a lot of, like, little dead ends in the environment, but you can't go in them. They just put an invisible wall. Like, it has, like, really simplified geometry, even though it doesn't need to do that at all. So that's just another statue room, which is kind of like why. Also, I couldn't figure out how to save at them statues, because the tutorial on your first playthrough, it keeps putting up pop-ups that explain maybe too much at a time. It explains that here I try and skip this fight just to see if it's possible.
You probably can.
I've tried. I don't think so. In the PS3 game, I figured out how to beat some levels that have like 5 fights in them, and I skip all the fights, and then the game gives me the rank it gives me is dash. It's just a dash in a 5 mandatory like waves level, because that game is, I found a lot of glitches in it. I wanted to do a speed run, but the load times are really bad, so it's just not fun. But I'll definitely want to do a video on it because I put too much time into that game. I felt really ripped off with the PS3 game because I saw the best friends I bought to, Matt and Liam, do a video on it, and I thought it looked really funny because the customization, and it was really jank, and it had some funny stuff.
Yeah.
Just
like that.
But their video is like an hour long, and they did more than half the game when I thought they did like a quarter of the game. Okay, so here is the Blood Mist zombie. You have to do like a 10 cool combo, which when you hit, see when it does the effect and like the weird blur effect, that's when I'm doing it perfectly. You have to do like 10 in a row. Which is just... And then see, it's just... I got like 3 there. That's right, that's right, that's right, that's not. You have to do like 10. And it fills your blood gauge thing so much, so you have to keep cleaning your sword. It's so frustrating. And I couldn't... Guides online were just... There, I got like 5 or so, I don't know.
This is asinine.
It's horrible. Guides online were just like... People just didn't know what to do, or they just said they just tried for like ridiculously long and hoped until it worked. So, there's probably people that could do it. The developers obviously thought it was fine. But I think every character there's a Blood Mist zombie somewhere. I don't know if anybody has more than one located somewhere. But if you beat one, I know they're not red anymore to signify that you've already beaten it. I think you maybe get an achievement. This game's achievement system is really annoying, because every level has like 5 or so, and it's just names of achievements, and you don't know what the achievement requirements are. And information on this game is weirdly low, even though this game came out in English, unlike the PS3 game and stuff. Forget that. Imagine on the harder difficulties when you're getting shot at more often. Also on the harder difficulties when there's cop zombies outside the arena shooting at you.
That's ridiculous.
When there's like 3 of them shooting at you. It's like, it's brutal. Like, this game is ridiculously easy, but the boss fights are weirdly hard. And on hard mode, here I use a speed buff, which doesn't, like, I wanted to show, like, you can run around faster, but it doesn't seem to make your attacks faster.
Then what's the point?
It makes you move quicker. See, like, you do run faster.
I'm sorry, wait a minute. Did that fucking gunshot sound like a punch?
Yeah, it did. But, like, see, you do run faster, but then it's already gone. It's like, also the Rampage thing, or the splatter gauge, her face icon is almost red up to the top. There's like, you can't even see where it's not even filled up. So I'm gonna go into Rampage mode, which is a really cool idea. That guy just walked by, and that guy is walking into the wall. Look at these dangerous enemies.
Those little bouncy boys were just trotting right along. They didn't even care about nothing.
Oh, game recording just messes up there. So spending life to... the thing is, I've barely gotten hit. But I'm mostly spending life to kill the enemies faster. That's why sometimes it seems kind of close. There's enemies called Gigants or Gigants, Gigants. I don't know how you're supposed to say
Gigante.
it. But they can hit you for like 6 life on like the hardest difficulty, that's absurd. Yeah, their hands are like dripping, which is weird. So I was gonna say I could get rid of the splatter gauge so I don't go into Rampage mode if I go to the statue.
Yeah.
For some reason, enemies can push you off there's no animation. Just wanted to show that. They just refuse being grabbed, but they don't even like do a special animation. So here's Rampage mode.
Oh.
Super Saiyan.
Oh, she's blonde.
So you have more attack power, and your attack animations are faster. And you can kill Mudmen by regular attacks. But you lose life over time. And you don't stagger much from getting hit, and you take way more damage. So, and you might be like, how do you get out of it? You have to get to a statue. Or there's a rare item that gets you out of it. Also, you can eat the Mudmen hearts, which are called bloody lumps, to full heal, but only if you're in Rampage mode. If you eat them outside of Rampage mode, it like puts you into Rampage mode, or it like gives you like half. That looked really weird when you flung the blood over her head, and then it was a giant splat, even though the blood wasn't very big. Also, the health, you could see some of it's blue.
Yeah.
That's like recoverable, which is weird. Also, I messed up here and respawned the same fight again.
Yeah.
Because I was like, wait, do I have to go back? Because this environment, there's a couple spots that look a little too similar. And also in Aya's, you're doing it like, I think in the opposite direction. So I got turned around.
Is there a limit to your inventory?
Each item has its own number. It's like 3 or so. But it's weird that zombie in the background. So I don't know why I was doing that, but
just chilling.
Why I was just doing a Dempsey roll on this guarding zombie. Whoa, look. I think I saw some weird graphical glitch. Like, it looked like something was spinning. I don't know. Oh, it's probably... Oh, it's like a severed arm. They sometimes go crazy. Oh, like they bounce on the ground. I didn't really notice. Yeah, you can cancel, like, hitting them into a grab, which is kind of neat. That sound effect of the gate going away, that's like they reuse that in, like, all the games, I think. Like, that's, like, iconic sound we can never change, I guess.
It really bothers me the way she runs.
Yeah?
It bothers me a lot, just the way she holds herself in general. Every time she runs, every time why does she swing her hands and she flips? She has really floppy wrists.
I know, it's really weird. It makes her look really incompetent. Even though she's kicking ass. Like it's nothing.
Like someone from Liverpool. Oh, I'm a fucking zombie slayer.
So...
Limp-wristed pointing, okay?
Okay, that we're members of a race born from the earth itself, and it's like...
What does that mean?
But she's told it was that? It's very weird.
She's bound to appear again. I read that as she's bound by opera.
Same thing. So they have the baneful blood, which makes them go blood crazy. I don't know. They're like vampires or something. Except they're fine in the sun. That's what it seems like. In the like PS3 game, you have a move where you absorb blood and you heal. Like that is a thing. And I think it's weird it's not in this game. So yeah, those mudmen are like reddish. At first I thought it was the lighting. Like I didn't notice really. Like they're clearly different colors, but for some reason it fits with the environment, so it's almost like my mind just thought it was lighting.
Right.
That beast.
The other guys were mudmen. These are claymen.
I wish. So this game, I remember seeing. I think it was Nintendo Power. I remember seeing Bikini Zombie Slayers in some like review article, and like I think it was Nintendo Power. And I remember that jumping attack. I think it looks cool. It's like a Donkey Kong forward air, but it's not really any reason to use it. I just like it bounces on the floor. But that was like a really long time ago. Obviously, because Nintendo Power stopped being a thing a long time ago, but I remember thinking like what the heck is Bikini Zombie Slayers? And I never saw this game in the store. Like, so I never like saw the cover or anything for many years, and I just kind of forgot about it. And then there was, of course, the PS3 game, seeing Matt and Liam's video, and then there was a moment where I was like, wait a minute, is that game I saw a few pictures of for the Wii prequel? It's so weird.
The memories come rushing back. Wait, I've been here before.
This is a pretty weird Wii game, because I think there's only...
Oh, are those the Gigantors?
No, they're not. There's
okay,
like...
They look pretty big.
I know. On Aya's story thing, you fight way more giants, which is kind of a shame that Saki is a kind of funny move you can do to the giants, and you don't really see them much. When you see the giants, you're gonna see what they... I'd say inspired by, but it's like what they stole from.
Ah, yes, of course.
Okay, so we have the main character.
What?
The Onēchan
Oh.
and Onēchanbara. So the letterboxing is terrible here.
She looks so stupid.
Yeah, I know, that's the main character. So this fight is bad. It's like their attacks are too quick that you can't like punish them, because they're just doing the player character like attack animations. Like, when are you supposed to dodge and then hit them?
That was bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
Did she literally hit you as you were still in your get up animation?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So the game is a joke until then. Like, even when she's getting hit, it's not really like stunning her. So I heal.
Jesus.
And look, she's like, and she's taunting even. It's like there's no blocking in this game.
That's really ridiculous.
So I'm hitting her when she's on the ground. So the Dempsey roll punches here, they actually stun her, and you can abuse it a lot. Like almost every other move you can.
Yeah.
So you're always doing effects to see thing using the yellow meter. I'm making sure to keep facing her. But when she's in Rampage state, that means she barely reacts to any of your attacks.
Yeah.
Just to make it worse. I mean, it is technically like fair, I guess, because you work on the same rules.
Right.
But it just doesn't feel strategic.
Yeah.
Just dodge it. Just reminder, no speed or range or attack or health upgrades. Just more combo moves.
Yeah, you haven't been like upgrading anything really, have you?
No, just skill. Cause that allows you to do those Dempsey roll punches a couple more. It lets you do more of them before it forces you to stop.
Dude, when you say skill, that's like a thing you can upgrade, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I know it sounds like I was bragging.
Yeah, I know. First, like, so you don't have any upgrades at all, huh? Nope, just skill.
The pressure. So yeah, talking about being overwhelmed, which I get. That's what happened now. I guess. Hope you got all that.
I got enough.
So we're on the last level. So this enemy is called a murder.
Oh. What
murders are actually... I hate the name. They should just be soldier zombies better.
It's not a group of crows.
I know. The crow enemies should be called murders.
Yeah.
The murders, some of them have like Gatling guns, I think, and they can all throw grenades. Yeah, and they block a lot. If you notice, I kicked like so close to him and it didn't connect.
Yeah.
That would have broke their guard. Yeah, you can see those. Imagine those gunshots doing like 3 damage instead of like 1 damage on violent difficulty. And picture their shoot more often, and there's more of them.
No thanks, I'm good.
It's just like, it's really tedious. Also, can we point out these zombies can like be legs? Or just have no head?
Yeah, no, I've been noticing that.
It's really weird. Because a lot of zombie stuff is like, oh, their head's gone, they're done.
Yeah. Except for like... which zombies was it? Like the classic George A. Romero? Is that the ones that were like, oh no, you just can't kill them?
I don't... Night of the Living Dead, there's not much fighting zombies in that movie, so I don't...
Yeah.
I haven't watched the sequels yet. I intend to.
I mean, the way I understood it, the way the logic worked is you just can't kill them. They're just reanimated. No matter what you do to them, they're gonna walk around unless you incinerate them. Yeah. And that's how it like spread out even further, because it got in the air.
Do you want to point out the murders holding Gatling guns in one hand like it weighs nothing?
Well, he's a big boy. I would expect it from him.
But it's like there's no weight. Look at this crow just flying into me, not doing anything. Like, I can't even picture what their attack animation is. Because they're just not attacking. Let's see, one threw a grenade. That one's just stuck on the side. Maybe that's why that's why they never show up again. Because they couldn't do better than this.
We've peaked.
Also, I'm messing with the lock on, so it's really weird. Also, point at the style combo names are very weird. Like, I always thought it says Buster, but it says Bluster.
Yeah.
Like, what's Bluster?
Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day.
I guess.
That's all I got.
Isn't it weird? I think that might be the first time I noticed that it says Bluster and not Buster. Because Buster is such a thing you see in some Japanese things. With
Oh yeah.
You know, but Bluster, that's so weird. After Ace, there is, I don't know if there's an S rank, but there is a V rank. For some reason, this series, V is violent, is the best. There's a Gigant. Hey, look, it's friggin' just Hugo.
Oh yeah, I see it.
It's just Hugo. Like, it's not... That's what I mean. It's not... It looks more than an inspiration.
It's not even subtle.
Like, if there was different kinds with different kinds of hair, and then you have one that looks like Hugo, sure. See, there I ran to the left by accident.
Yeah.
When I ran at them, because I wanted to do the left throw. To... I like that.
My god.
On violent difficulty, you have to do that... Oh, Mudman hit me. You have to do that throw, like... I don't know, like 12 times to kill them. It's so tedious. You just the Bakemonoga over and over, like 12 times, and then I don't even think they die. Look at him just push me off with nothing. Okay, so the fact that he died in 3, I'm pretty sure they die in like 9 or 10 on violent. So maybe they do have triple damage and they have triple health. That does seem like it, which is so tedious. At least they are more aggressive, and the enemy spawns are different. I do like that. Instead of just, oh, the numbers are higher, which is always stupid. When the enemies are smarter, that's cool. At least this game does that. And at least this game also has a training mode where you can see like, there's a meter, and it shows like, there's a line that goes across it for how long the animation you're doing is, and it has different colored sections for when to do the inputs to count as the cool combinations. Which is like weird, that's unexpected from this game. That you can learn the timings. Like it shows you.
Fighting games could learn a thing or two about that.
Yeah, really. So, last level. Well, last fight. So, so yeah, we're gonna fight Misery, which, is that just a real name? I don't know.
It's a good movie. Good book.
I've read the book.
Could it be? Nande? Baneful blood. Oh,
No, they don't say baneful blood.
I wish they did.
No, they have the Dragon Ball, like...
Yeah.
Okay, so her voice acting's kind of funny. Which they don't explain much. Bad, yeah, revenge. Revenge. So more bad, like letterboxing. When we're looking at Misery.
Yeah.
She wasn't there for a frame when the camera cut. So this fight on hard with no items is like the worst thing ever. This fight is horrible. Playing as her is cool because her weapon is like a weird Bloodborne weapon, or it goes from a sword into like a weird chain weapon. Oh, recording messes up here. That's fine.
Okay.
It's
also,
like, it's like Ivy's weapon in Soul Calibur.
Yeah, I was about to come down hard on you on that one.
I know this thing's before Ivy's weapon, but the Ivy's weapon's a good example.
That's pretty iconic.
Yeah, I knew there was something, I couldn't think of what it was.
Ivy with her giant titties.
So here I'm just spending life to kill her.
Right. Jesus. Oh, okay. I thought she dodged that last one.
Yeah, she almost did. It's so overpowered, that move. She gets a cutscene for Rampage Mode.
And a whole other health bar.
Has English lyrics. We're gonna hear it again for the credits, though.
Good.
But so this is the only combo that I found works. Everything else, she just annihilates you.
Just beat the shit out of her.
So yeah, her mouth is not synced to what she's saying at all. Yeah. No more bad lip syncing.
Bye 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 bye.
What do you mean? You can't die without telling me? I think substitutes for killing each other. So Aya's ending is way worse than this one, from what I remember. This one's not good. But Aya's is like, she has a question and then she never gets it answered at the end. She has a question at like the beginning and then it's just like... Anyway, this freaking music for the credits is... I thought they said in the skies for the long... It's in disguise.
Oh, I thought that's what they said too, but I don't have it that loud, so...
Well, there's a really funny lyric you have to notice. Alex Coward?
What a brave man.
This song's... It's weird how many... We have all these, like, non-Japanese names. But then there's, like... Then there's so many. Like, it's at a certain point, like, it's weird. Because it's this weird game where, like, during the gameplay, there's no translation for what they're saying. It's just Japanese.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sexy clothes I like to wear.
The men will stop and stare.
Yeah. But yeah, the other boss AI, do it again. Start over. I hate it.
Yeah.
You don't want your name. You don't want your name on the AI. I mean, they're too good, I guess. That it's not fun. It's almost like the player characters are not designed to have like long ending lag on their moves.
Yeah.
So when you give that to bosses. So yeah, it's saying danger in disguise right there is how I realize it's not in disguise.
John
Yeah.
Constantine.
Do you like how this was I beat the story mode in less than an hour?
Yeah.
And I didn't skip any cutscenes. And I basically didn't use any stat upgrades.
President and CEO Junji Ito.
That would be a plot twist.
Yeah. I'd play that game.
Junji Ito presents
Bikini
Onēchanbara, Bikini Zombie Slayers, whatever, 19. Many games there will be. Way too many games. Yeah, bargain bin games. But
yeah, I bought this game at the car wash. I hear it's great.
At the car wash?
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen video games for sale at car washes. Don't even.
It was probably Onēchanbara Bikini Zombie Slayers.
It's part of their promotional deal.
Yeah, or if you buy like certain thing, you just get free copy. They're trying to get rid of them.